welcome to the Tech Pro.
Thanks, Sonali. Thanks for hosting me today. Glad to be here.
Can you please briefly describe about yourself and the work you are doing so far?
Yeah, so Sonali, I'm a product design and user experience expert. I like to draft lovable experience for consumers to solve some basic problems. I'm the voice of the consumer within the company, and I like to make their life easy. I specialize in overall digital platforms. Currently, I head Quikr's experience design team in Bangalore. Previously, I used to work for Yatra at Gurgaon, and prior to that, I spent 8.5 years with InfoEdge at the NCR. So far, it's a fantastic journey, and I think there's a lot to be done.
So Nitin, what is the importance of technology in your life?
See, technology is very critical in everybody's life. So for me, it's an enabler, right? It helps common people like me to live their life with greater ease. It's a tool to make life easy and simple. It's very critical, very crucial, and very important. While we use technology to make better products, we also should keep in mind that there's a very thin line between better experience and intrusive experience. As a business, we should not go and overdo things, right? We should. So technology is like a salt. You can't put more salt and get out from the dish later on, right? So make sure that you use the right flavor and the balance of technology while you're crafting the products.
So here comes the most interesting question. We would like to know the special inspirational story from your side.
Sonali, the whole startup life itself is very inspiring. Seeing 3 generations of internet properties is fantastic. It's very inspiring. I have survived 17 years of startup life. I have enjoyed the enriching experience in each and every startup I have worked for, and each and every day I spend in these startups. I encourage all and everybody to come and work for startups rather than working for MNCs. Right? I was lucky enough to be part of InfoEdge's golden era. I joined pre-IPO and we've taken company to public. I witnessed creation of Naukri, 99 acres, Jeevan Sathi Shiksha, the best 8.5 years of my life. Seen a lot of ups and downs being part of the startups, but it's fun. It's very enriching. Then moved to Yatra being a second company, going to NASDAQ in travel space and getting listed. Again, a pure play e-commerce experience. Every day you are solving something new, and it's a whole canvas is very, very creative. And then now creating Quikr is the most fascinating time of my life, right? Whatever I have done in last 10 years has been achieved by me in last 2. So we've done Quikr verticalization in last 2 years. We've done Quikr jobs, homes, cars, services. It's fantastic, and each and every day you live new life. You go through new challenges. It's a lot of fire, a lot of heat. But startup life is the best life. So in totality, if I say that I have 17 years experience, in reality, right? So you can multiply this with 2. So yeah, it's fascinating to go through these roller coaster ride and go through all the ups and downs. It's fantastic to create a company.
So Nitin, what are your suggestions for the newly building businesses and entrepreneurs to use technology?
See, in last one era, a lot has changed in technology, right? Technology has evolved with the big data, VR, many things have changed. Our paradigm is very different these days, right? So once you start making a business, once you start establishing a product, you should keep customer empathy in center and then craft your experience around it, right? The one guy who's not present in the company is the consumer. Somebody has to vouch for him. Somebody has to craft experience through technology for him in a much, much better way. What we do currently, right? The secret sauce is keeping things simple. Commons is not very common, at least in India. We end up copying foreign experiences and just copy pasting it in India and just doing a carbon copy, right? the copy thing doesn't work well. You have to make sure that you understand India as a market very well. The consumer needs are very different. The fundamentals are very different. India is still a 2G country. A lot of people only think about app. They don't think about web at all, right? And for a lot of businesses, app to begin with is not even important. So yeah, we should choose technology very wisely and just not do a me too thing, which something which has worked for some other businesses may not work for you, right? So it's not one fit for all, and every consumer is very, very different. And also to personalize and customize experience, you should understand the data very well. You should make sure that rather than getting more and more consumers on your platform, you should first cater to the ones which are already there, right? Understand the funnels, understand the data with the help of technology, with the help of design. Do a lot of A/B tests to get to the right solution, right? Test your product at the right time through design thinking. I think that's the key, that's the biggest takeaway which I have learned. There is nothing right or wrong. It's all about perspective. The same solution can be implemented 5 ways, right, in the same industry. What worked out for some other industry may not work for you, right? So it's not necessary that this formula will, solve all your basic issues. So keep iterating, keep trying, keep improving. Rather than a MVP model, shift to minimum lovable product, MLB I call it. So for example, for e-commerce, if you can't track your order or you can't see my account, it's very annoying, right? You will have more calls coming in. So once you go out live in the market, make sure that you have at least basic hygiene maintained. Whether it's an e-commerce, travel, classifieds, B2B services, make the consumer center of the business. Thank you.
So Nitin, what are the success mantras for the new generation businesses?
See, I'll share what I have learned in last 17 years of my professional life. There are no set success mantras for everybody in common, but yeah, some basic things which will help businesses to scale better and reduce the failure rate. So make sure that you keep the customer empathy in the center. Customer empathy is the key. Whenever you are designing something, making something through technology, through design, through business, it has to work for consumers rather than thinking business first, think consumer first. That always worked for me at least. Take customer feedback throughout the product life cycle. Make sure that you just don't build something spending 6 months or a year's time and then at the end you're taking feedback. Make sure whenever there is an opportunity, whether you do first release, you do proper research work, you do market research, competitor benchmarking, then go out and test with the users on low fidelity, high fidelity, and even on the live platform. Use surveys. There are a lot of tools available, Crazy Eggs, Optimize, some fantastic tools for taking feedback. Of course, focus on A/B testing. A/B testing is something which I strongly believe in. And I just don't believe in A/B testing. I believe in ABCD testing because you should keep iterating, keep redoing. Somebody is innovating, on product, on technology every day. Customer paradigm is changing very fast. So make sure that you analyze right, and there is there's no set formula for somebody or some industry to be successful in. You have to keep iterating. Iterative approach. Yes, iterative approach is very, very important for all businesses. So there's nothing called perfection in life. So yes, once you go out, make sure you take feedback, incorporate the feedback, implement design thinking within the company, within the whole culture of the company, whether it's a customer care executive, your sales guy, your marketing guy, your product head, design head, technology head. All are stakeholders for this design thinking, and you take right feedback at a right time from consumers, and it should not be It should not be very influential, right? It has to be very, very natural. The other thing which worked for me very well and gave me a lot of learnings and insights is crafting personalized and customized experience, right? So, for example, if I give you 40 lakhs and myself 40 lakhs, and we both go out and buy property, we'll end up buying properties at different areas with different price points because our needs are very different, right? So you should understand your consumers very well before you are ending up customizing the experience, right? There are many personas. There's just not one, right? There are type of users, novice, advanced, beginners. So again, empathize with them, understand their pain points. With different personas, the pain points will be very different, right? Then I think in startup, especially, it's not about only valuation and burn. For me, I think Naukri is a great example, right? Listed on VC, the most profitable internet company in India, right? The one basic fundamental of Hitesh and Sanjeev is that they believe in profitability, right? They believe in repeat business. So make sure that you create the life, you create the value creation in the life cycle, right? So your customer should happily pay back. So you should add that value. So you should be happy paying you the dollar from the pocket, right? So it's creating the whole life cycle and understanding his needs, and make sure that when you go out and for renewals, it's worthy to take him back, and it's worthy for him to renew on your platform. I think that these basic things, new entrepreneurs can definitely lower their failure rates, right? So yeah, empathy, customer feedback, A/B testing, iterative approach, personalized and customized experience, and focus on profitability rather than only sales.
Thank you, Nitin, for sharing your thoughts.
Yeah, thank you, pleasure. Thank you.